Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I believe we should now be live across the digital pond. That is good. I'm glad that you were able to hear all that. Ace, what's up? How's it going? Showed up just in time for the party to start. And speaking of parties, we've made some serious progress this week. I know last time we were together, I said I was going to shoot for Master 13, but then we did way better than Master 13. Currently, obviously, Master 15. So yeah, we doing real good. We're having us a good time. We still haven't made dinner, obviously. I'm trying to see if I can get to 8 million. Definitely not making to Master 20. Yes, serious strides is correct. We have made serious strides in our research. Joshy, what's up? How's it going? I'm doing all right. Let's see if we can. I didn't get extra tasty for lunch. Did get extra tasty for breakfast. So I was really happy with that. But we're gonna try to. Ooh, that's not good. Let's say we're gonna try to get extra tasty for dinner, but it doesn't look like we're gonna have good odds. There's 2 more. That is 8 total skill triggers for today from our friend Latias. We got 9 total skill triggers yesterday, so things went well. Got your first meal to 70 today. Nice, very good. Yeah, it looks like everyone is making very serious strides this week. That is a lot of milk, my guy. That is 37 milk, because we did a thing. I finally got my Blastoise to level 60, because while he brought in enough milk for me to always make the meal I was trying to make this week, there were a couple of times where I had to put off cooking till the very end just to make sure that we got enough. So I would like to avoid that in the future, because if I can get enough milk to eventually take him off the team, then even better. So that's the plan. What's up, Kai? How's it going? I did have to use a lot of rare candies, so our rare candy supplies are very, very low right now. I think we only have like 20 small handy candies. I think I just said rare candies too. Anyway, we got 20 something. Not too many. What did you do? I might have missed it. But yeah, we don't have a lot. I did. I think I missed it then. I might have. Let me see. Let me see what you did in the Discord. Ooh, Master 20 on all islands. Very nice. Very good. Congrats. Yo, Syslexia, what's up? All is well so far. Cannot complain. If I did, I would be a fool. I was hoping to get a ribbon, but it looks like we are quite far from any more ribbons. Yep, got the 2,000 hour ribbon there, so we ain't getting anything else. I wonder how long before we get 3,000 or 5,000 hour ribbons, because you know one of the 2 of them is coming up at some point. Dedenne, we are not really working on you. Yeah, maybe Pokemon Day. Did get Latias to level 50, which getting that skill trigger M, very beneficial. Like I said, 9 skill triggers yesterday and 8 so far today. So doing pretty good. Not gonna be a full-time replacement for my Pawmot, but definitely a good replacement while we have Dragon Berries as our favored berry. So that's the plan. Also, nice. Congrats, Syslexia. Big congrats. That's awesome. Possibly possibly getting the announcement for the 3,000 or 5,000 hour ribbons for Pokemon Day. But yes, we've used the Candy Boost to great effect, getting both Blastoise and Latias to a level that is actually very beneficial. So hopefully that does continue to pay off dividends in the long run. And maybe will be very good for us at Amber Canyon. That is the one island I have yet to hit Master 20 with, but I don't know if I will be doing that anytime soon, considering my area bonus on all islands is maxed. So we'll see where things take us. For now, everybody's good. I'm gonna hold off on making dinner because I do want to try to maximize our odds of getting an extra tasty before I do it, because I don't want to make this for no reason. I do want to try to get to 8 million. We'll see if that's gonna happen. For now, let's jump into this sleep report and see what's going on. Yeah, Curry Week would be a really good one. Yo, what's up, Jassy? Got 9.5 hours of sleep. That's the first time I got a full night's sleep this week. That's looking pretty balanced, but probably snoozing. It is snoozing. Ah, no. Which Cyan Beach? I know it's coming soon. How soon are we talking for Cyan Beach? It's not next week, is it? 623.5 million drowsy power. August 10th. So yeah, that would be, what, 2 weeks? Yeah. We got a little bit of time. I might, just might, start building up a Cyan Berry Bomb, because we do have the Pokemon for it. Could be a nice little jump start, because I feel like especially in those first few weeks where your area bonus isn't that high, berries are worth a lot more. And then as you get more area bonus, you get bigger returns from the big meals, just from the multipliers. But I don't know. Maybe that's just the way it feels. Maybe that's just intuition leading me to a wrong conclusion, but it feels that way. 4-star Swampert, 65,000. That's super good. I'll take 108,000. Hey, we got a legendary spawn too. Got a Piplup, got a Chimchar. Those are the only two I'm worried about right now. And 30,000 research XP, which is very nice. We did hit level 66, of course. The last Swampert and Piplup that we needed as well. So now we're working on level 67, so definitely could use plenty of research XP now. I am thinking about doing that as well as putting on my ultimate sleeper team. Please, one of you be hungry. The Chimchar's hungry, okay. That's gonna be the one we catch. You know what? Nah, it's the end. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do some things. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do focus and luck incense, as well as, hey, that was lucky. Maybe that's a sign. As well as the ultimate sleeper team. So my ultimate sleeper team has, what do we got? I think it's 3 Pokemon with Dream Shard bonus and Research XP, and then 2 Pokemon that have 1 each. I don't have a full team of 5 with both yet, but I did just catch one that has both not that long ago, so I either have 2 or 3 that have all of them, and a crit cap there that we did not need at all. So that's fun too. That is true. 300 sleep XP on the sleeper team is very valuable. However, that research XP is really nice too, because getting to a cap where we can start earning dream shards for our research XP again is very good. I still haven't used that nature mint, but you know, upside to not using the nature mint is when you grew one this week, it went into your gift box if you hadn't used it, so you have 30 extra days to decide what to use it on, and I was holding off to see if one of these new Pokemon that I caught would benefit from it. So we'll see. For now, I have been sending out Piplup candy quite a bit, and let's continue to do that. That seems to help. But yeah, since I've got some time, I'm gonna wait and see if I catch anything worth using a mint on that is gonna be new, rather than something that's old that I'm not gonna use anyway. I thought about doing that too, because I have not used any of the 3 starter incense. So I thought about doing that. 108,000 dream shards, which is also very nice because I've used a lot of dream shards this week. I was hoping to hit 3 million, but Candy Boost definitely ate into my my revenues, so that didn't help. But 30,000 research XP, also good. Level 14 in Bashful. Are you going to be any good, though? Probably not. Sleep XP bonus. Inventory up L. Nope. Nope. We needed that berry finding, so definitely not good. Not good. Oh, nice. Well, I mean, it's free candies. And potential shiny. Another hardy one. Research XP bonus. Hey, there we go. Skill trigger. Skill level up. I mean, these are good things, but it needed that berry finding instead. So close. So close to being good. I'm probably gonna collect every Monday. I don't know. I was looking at it today, and now I don't know. Let's go ahead and take a look right now, actually. Let's go take a look. Because I was thinking about collecting every Monday just to keep everything in order. So that every Monday morning I was refreshing Nap Island, even if I just took Rabombi off and put it back on Nap Island. I was thinking about doing that. Fair enough, okay. I was thinking about that, but, however, it doesn't look like the box is full, and just like Ace said, it looks like it is going to take about 2 weeks for it to get full. Apparently, I've had very terrible rolls. From what y'all said last time, I've continued to get the same things. So yeah, there's that. I don't know that it does, but we are just shy of 7 days and have only gotten 13 items. So if by in the morning I get one more, there's 14, and then that means in 2 weeks I will have 28 to 30. So that should be right about the cap in next week on Monday, a week from tomorrow. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Did you put yours in on Monday morning or Sunday night, Kai? Same question to you, Ace. I believe you put yours in Sunday night, right? Sunday night. Yeah. I mean, no, you're not wrong. 5,000 shards is not bad. It's not a bad thing to find, but I haven't looked at the table still. I just remember last time I showed off what I had got, there were people that were like, oh, you've had terrible luck. Which is, you know, par for the course for me. But yeah. Since it's not halfway full, especially if it's not going to be halfway full tomorrow when I check, I'll probably just leave Rabombi on here. Because while 4,000 XP is nice, it's not enough to get it to 60 where I need it to be. So we'll just wait. We will wait, and I will possibly pick it up next Monday. Gotten mostly 1,000 shards. Shards are shards, though. I mean, it is unfortunate, though. But shards is shards. That's what may change my mind. If I get desserts, I may go ahead and take it out. Because I will need that Rabombi for desserts. I mean, that's not a bad idea. It's cheaper to power up at lower levels. So Not a bad idea. One oranberry. Few herbs. I was hoping to get another skill trigger there. No luck. Oh no. Mine seems to do pretty well, but I also haven't fully invested in it yet. I have not got its main skill to max level yet. It just brings in enough honey that I'm not really worried about what else it brings in. And any honey it does bring in is just icing on the cake. You know what? We have enough oil that I might swap in salamence. Because I want to make sure we leave enough for breakfast just in case we roll curries again. But yeah, I might swap in salamence. How are we looking? We have enough for a bulldoze. We have enough. Nope, we need some honey. Speaking of honey, I definitely need to get that before I go to sleep too. So let's go ahead and swap in Venusaur instead. That will also get us another helping bonus. And Venusaur has the favored berries this week, so no 15% penalty. So 3 helping bonus Pokemon on the team. I was thinking Pawmot. So, yeah, we'll run this for now. We've got a medal or two to collect because I held off after earning this a couple of days ago. I think, Friday I got it? 2 medals, one for Master 11, one for Master 14 on Expert Island. 2 medium handy candies, which is good because I used 2 medium handy candies today to get Blastoise to level 60. So that's very nice. Very nice. Plus an Ultra Biscuit. Always good to get one of those for free. No idea what I would use it on, but maybe a Trico one day. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the Trico that actually loves me enough to be good. I don't know, but 2 medals. Actually, I meant to look and see. Do we get one? Extra tasty for dinner is ranked 17. That's not bad. That's not bad. I already have a very, 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 very good Weavile, so wouldn't need to use it on a Sneasel. I just haven't had the team to really take advantage of Weavile. I mean, yeah, Onyx could make sense. Master 17. Which I don't think we're gonna get to, but would be nice. Would be nice if we got to Master 17 this week. We got 4 reports. Someone else with the shiny Latias. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, I meant to do the gift. The gift. See, neutralizing mint received on July 15th or 25th. 29 days left, so we got some time. We'll just see what's up. Yeah, I think I am too. I believe, yeah, I'm Master 15. So, yeah, even if dinner is extra tasty, I mean, we could burn all the tails that I have. I've got like 30 something. I don't think that would be enough though. Let's see, 30 tails multiplied by 4.5, that would be what, 1,400 each tail? Maybe. Multiplied by 30 though. No, that's only an extra like 45,000. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Unless I'm just doing math terribly because I'm doing it in my head, I don't think it's gonna work. Bold of you to assume that I have ingredient tickets. I don't know how many I have, but it's not a lot. I have a lot of candies. What was that? Psychic type M candies for whenever we finally get Mewtwo. I have 3 small candies, or small ingredient tickets. So, not much. Not much. Also, to be fair, in the dish that the breakfast that I got that was extra tasty, I did use a ton of avocados because I had way too many So that also helped push it to 750k for that extra tasty. But yeah, I don't think we're making Master 17. I don't think it's possible. We're gonna try, but I don't think it's possible. You know, it's funny, I was just about to bring that up because we did not talk about it last time, even though the news was out. Captain's Hat Pikachu and Tinkatink on the way. We don't have a lot to go off of. It does say in August 2026 we'll hold a special collab event. I could see it potentially lining up with, I was gonna say I could see it potentially lining up with Cyan Beach, but I guess not. There's a YouTube video with the date. Cool, so we got the date. What's the date? Share with the class, because I don't know. The 24th? Oh, okay, so towards the end of the month. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I don't really care about Captain's Hat Pikachu because I don't really care about Pikachus and hats. It never has done the thing for me. 17th to the 24th, which Cyan Beach, yeah, so it'd be the week after. It's a weird time frame though, 17 to 24, Friday to Friday. That's weird. But yeah, I don't care for Pikachu and hats, especially in Pokemon Sleep. They always end up just as underpowered versions of what they could be if they could evolve. Am I looking at July? I might be looking at July. You're right, I was. 17 to 24, that's Monday to Monday. I thought I'd scrolled down to August. That's my bad. But yeah, if it could evolve to a Raichu and a Captain's Hat, I'm down. I would love to catch it, especially if it's gonna have some interesting main skills, something to justify, or not to justify, but to differentiate it from the regular Pikachu. That would be awesome. But no, we don't get to evolve them, which makes them difficult to justify using. You know? That's the problem. The better question is, what is the Tinkatink line gonna be? What specialty, what main skill, if applicable, what ingredients? That's the interesting question. I don't know. A Fairy Berry Burst? You don't think they'll be steel? I mean, we did just get a steel type with Piplup and its evolution line, but could be. Could be. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. I mean, currently this is what we're looking at for fairy and steel types. We've got Metronome, the Healer, Pot Expander, Metronome again, Berry Specialist, Skill Specialist, I believe, if I remember correctly. No, Ingredient Specialist, that's right. Ingredients again, Skills, Healer, Ingredients, Comfey. I legitimately don't remember. Ingredient, maybe, because I also forgot Comfey was in the game because I never use it. But I think it's Ingredients. And then Togedemaru, Skill Specialist. So yeah, a Berry Burst. Berry Burst Fairy type could make sense. I don't know. I mean, we got Empoleon, which is a Berry Specialist, which is what's making me think that if it is Steel type, it won't be Berry Specialist. But for Berry types, it definitely could be a Berry Specialist. Because there isn't one yet. Yeah, there's not one yet, so it could be. Which I'm going to be super happy about if we get Corviknight. I will be very excited about that one. I love Corviknight. Very biased because I used one in my entire playthrough, which I'm sure a lot of people did, but, you know, that's why. That's the other question. What is Pikachu in the Captain's Hat going to do? I genuinely want it to be a skill specialist, but a very useful and interesting main skill. I don't want it to be, I mean, obviously we don't want it to be a healer because we already have that with Palmo for electric types. But I would love to see it do something interesting. And honestly, if we're going to have different Pikachus, give us actually different Pikachus. Give us the flying Pikachu. Give us the surfing Pikachu that have different types. That's where Pikachu can be interesting. Give us that. Not same Pikachu, but in hat. We already have Dream Shard Pikachu, though, don't we? What's up, Slashburn? Like, isn't that the same as Santachu? Yeah. Do something different. That's what will really make these interesting to me, is if they do something different. Something different is the name of the game. Just give me something different. That, and honestly, that could be an interesting route to go with the hat Pikachus, is have the different hats be ingredient specialists that are really good for one type of meat. Like, one can be really good for desserts, one really good for salads, one really good for curries. That's an interesting route to go as well. If you're going to have the same Pokemon, and the only thing different is visual, have them focused on different recipes. That's cool. At least they are different. Don't just give me the same thing with a hat. If it's Dream Shard Pikachu again, why even catch it? You already have Santachu. And if you get Captain Pikachu and you don't have Santachu, why do you care about catching Santachu at Christmas? They need to be different. Different. There was one, I don't know if it was in the anime, but there is the one that has the balloons tied to it that's flying type. But then there's also surfing Pikachu that is water type. So those could be really interesting. Those could be interesting. Also, what's up, Farrell? I hope they give us regional variants at some point, but I have a feeling that might be 4th year. That might be year 4. But then again, we also have a long way to go before we get all the starters, so year 4 is probably going to be another set of starters. You know, the question is which ones. That's true. I forgot. That is very true. Is that the only one we got? It might be. Might be. Did you just reply to yourself? Is that what just happened? Oh yeah, Pooper, yes. Yes, that's a good one too. Pooper's a good one. Oh. So yeah, we've got Gen 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we just gonna go in a row now? And we're gonna get Gen 5 next time? Is that what's gonna happen? Oh. Oh, wait. By the time we have year 4, is Gen 10 gonna be out? We might get Gen 10 starters at year 4 instead, if it's going to be out by then. I don't know. I don't think we have a date yet for Gen 10. That could be the case. Could get Gen 10 and then 2027 holiday, no date. So then we'd be looking at 5-year anniversary for Gen 10 then. Either that or it's gonna be what we get for Christmas time in 2027. And they normally release in November. So November 2027 would make sense. Well, I appreciate it, Farrell. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I do appreciate it. What's up, White? How's it going? But yeah, that's what I think about Captain Pikachu. It's like he needs to be different. Do something different. Don't just give me the same Pikachu, but in a different hat. That will be very boring. And I will not want to catch it. That was the whole issue I had with hat Pikachus in Pokemon Go. They did the same thing, and the ones that you could evolve into Raichu were really nice. But maybe I'm wrong on this. It's been a long time since I played Pokemon Go, but I don't think you could evolve all of them in hats to a Raichu with the hat. However, the idea we talked about earlier would be really good too. Different hats, they focus on different recipe types. That'd be really cool too. It'll be a different hat. But who knows? Only time will tell what we're gonna get out of it. Oh, happy birthday. Cheesecake is awesome. Love me some cheesecake. See, we got the pork tenderloins on the rooftop. Got the birthday cheesecake. Just jealous of all the good stuff that everybody's having but me. It is very small. You're not wrong, Farrell. Another regular Pikachu with helping bonus berry, finding adamant. That's pretty good. That's a solid team. Yeah, that's my guess, Chan. That's my guess. We'll get Gen 5 next year, and then for the 5th year anniversary, get Gen 10. Because they skipped all the way to Gen 9 when it wasn't even new at the time, I don't think. No, I don't even think it was new. I think by that point it was already like 2 years old. Is that right? Do I have my timeline right? I hope we get the Weather Trio. Not the Weather Trio. I keep mixing them up. The Genies. I hope we get the Genies. Weather Trio introduces things that I don't like. Introduces new mechanics that I'm not a fan of. But Genies could be good. I would be very happy with a Thundurus. That would be awesome. Very awesome. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I just hope for the Genies. What they end up picking. Knowing them, they'll probably go with the easy route and the predictable route of it being the birds. The other problem with the Genies is that also begs the question of, if you have the Genies, do you also get a Morris in? I forget the name. I think that's it. A Morris? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Do we know the next legend? Oh, Enamorous. That's the one. Yeah. We know the next legendary. Yeah, Weather Trio's Groudon, Rayquaza, and Kyogre. That's the one. But I always think Weather Trio because Thunder, Wind Earth. I don't know why my brain thinks of them as the weather trio, but the genies. But there are 4 of them now. So that's a big question. Also, the genies have a mechanic too that comes along with them. So then the question is, how do they handle that mechanic with the Therian and the, what's the other one called? The 2 different forms. There's the Therian form and the other form, I can't remember. But yeah, that is another question. Incarnate. Yeah. Thank you, Kai. How do they handle the Therian and the incarnate forms if they bring the genies? That's the question then. However, I like that because megas are by definition time limited. As far as I'm aware, the incarnate and Therian forms are not time limited, and I like the idea of being able to freely switch, maybe on a countdown, because just by the nature of the way the Pokemon Sleep works, maybe there should be a cooldown time before you can switch between Therian and incarnate. But that does introduce the chance for some interesting mechanics to the game. I would hope so, Chan, to be honest with you. I would hope so. I don't want to see Rayquaza. I feel like while the weather trio is good, I feel like they get too much time in the sun. I want to see Pokemon that aren't as glazed. I want to see stuff we don't normally see. I'm not familiar with that one, Farrell. I don't know what I did there, but I appreciate that you recognized what I did there. But yes, I want to see something different. However, at the end of the day, I still want to see my boy Nidoking. Still don't have him, and I'm sad about that. Super sad, but also I'm kind of glad we haven't seen him yet, because if we had, odds are it probably wouldn't have been great and very usable, at least not for very long. And I would like to use it for the long term. Honestly, a great Poison Berry Burst candidate, in my opinion. Yeah, totally meant to do that. That's what I was going for. I'm glad you picked up on that, Barty. I did not know that. I did not. I'm gonna have to go look that up. I need to know about this. Scyther line would be great too. Let's see, Nidoking G-Max form. I have a feeling. Game data leaks from Pokemon Sword and Shield revealed Gigantamax Nidoking was conceptualized and planned before being ultimately scrapped. Oh my god. Well, that's a fan art. That doesn't count. I was about to say, that thing looks crazy, but I guess we don't have official artwork of it. That's unfortunate. I mean, that's very possible. That is very possible. But either way, I mean, we don't have a ground type berry burst. So that would be really good. That would be really good. Well, maybe this is close to what we're thinking then. Let's see. This might be what it might have looked like. I know it may be kind of small and hard to see, but this looks like it could be fan art of the concept. Oh, this is the concept art? This is not the first one I saw. The first one I saw is definitely not this, and that's definitely fan art. But that would have been awesome. That would have been fantastic. I would have loved that. But, you know, every day that I wake up, I get disappointed by the things that could have been. That would be cool too. I mean, they definitely could do that with I was gonna, not plus and minus. I don't know what you would call it, but they could definitely do that with Nidoqueen. It'd be really interesting. I would love to see a new island first, though. Like, here's what I'm thinking. This is far-fetched, super far-fetched. Definitely not gonna happen. I would love to see a new island that has ground and poison berries on it. One of them is ground type, the other's poison type, but they work together and their main skills mesh like Plusle and Minun. Would love to see that. That would be fantastic. And apparently today is all about imagining the future of this game. That is what this has turned into. But I love it. I love this speculation. That would be really cool, though. I would love to see that. In Legends Galar, I would actually love to see a regional variant, or I forget what they're calling them now. They are still technically regional variants, but not the same, like Wugtrio and Dugtrio and Toadscruel and Tentacruel. Yeah, that's the one. Tentacruel, also another Pokemon I would love to see, because it never gets any love, and I'm a big fan of Tentacruel. That would be cool. Rivalry as a Charge Strength M clone where they boost their gains if you have both of them. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah, but Paldean Wooper and regular Wooper are regional variants. It's the Clodsire and the Quagsire that are different. And I just don't... It's divergent evolution in the real world. I just forget what it's called in the games. They still call them regional forms? They still going by that? Either way, I would love to see some divergent evolution, Nidoking and Nidoqueen. That would be really cool. I think a fire poison Nidoking that lives near the volcanoes instead of in the forests would be really nice. Really nice, but you know, that's just what I want. Convergent evolution, that's the one. It's confusing. See, I don't really pay attention to leaks all that often because you never really know what is either real or not, and if it is real, if it's even gonna make it in the final cut. Split Evos and Wind and Waves, which Split Evos are good too. I mean, we've been doing Split Evos since Gen 2, so that's cool. I'm fine with those. Those are good because it gives Pokemon choices, which is really nice. If you have been around a long time, you know I'm a fan of choices. What's up, Nomad? And we haven't even made dinner yet. We're just trying to game the system, and Dedenne is not helping. Plus, we need more ingredients before we make dinner. We don't have enough. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Chan. Like, leaks are cool and all, but it's more... To me, it's more interesting after the fact. Once the game is released, and then you go and look and be like, oh, this is what could have been, that's really interesting. But ahead of time, especially people that get, like, super hyped about leaks, you don't even know, like I said, you don't know if it's even going to make it in the final game. So, if you want to look at them, nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying you shouldn't look at them. Just remember to take it with a grain of salt that just because it's leaked doesn't mean it is A, real, and 2, that it's even going to make the final cut. So, gotta keep that in mind. I really get tired of seeing people be like, oh, this was leaked, this is so awesome. And then it's like, yeah, but it wasn't even in the game. So what was all the hype for? Also, it sucks to take that away from the people who spent all these months and possibly years working on something to try to prepare a proper official announcement, and it was taken away and the moment was ruined. I mean, I'm not saying that's a big deal, but it does kind of suck. Like, if you're that person and then your moment was taken from you, that kind of sucks. You know what I mean? But yeah, I want to see my boy in the game. That is very true. If it's not in the game, it's not real. Very true. And if it's not real, it can't hurt you. Yeah, I want to see Nidoking in the game. I want to see Corviknight in the game. I would love to see the genies in the game. What else do we need to cover that we haven't speculated on yet? Speculated on the next trio, even though it's not a trio. What would you call 4? A quattro? It's not a quattro. Whatever the proper thing for that. A quartet. There it is. There it is. It's not a trio anymore. It's a quartet. Man, my brain is very smooth. Next mythical? Ooh, honestly, if we're talking about what I would love to see, let me make sure I got the name right, because I always mix it up. And just by saying that, you probably know. I would love to see Marshadow. I would love to see Marshadow. That would be awesome. Yeah. Marshadow, and if they ever give us Phalanx, I would love to see some kind of interplay there with Phalanx. I don't know how it would work, but I would love it. Phalanx would also be really good. And it would be really interesting if with Phalanx, if you had a full team of 5, you got some extra benefit from having a Phalanx of Phalanx. That would be really interesting. But, yeah, no. Wild speculation there. Definitely not gonna happen. But would be cool. Would be cool. Marshadow and Phalanx. Love to see them both. But, you know, we're just sitting here wishing for things that will probably not happen. Now we just need to decide, do we want to make dinner right now? Oof, I think you just answered my question. How appropriate was that timing? We have 50% extra tasty odds. I've already missed lunch at 50%. I would be too, because I've missed that before. Multiple times, and it's awful. Feels terrible. Also, I don't have enough ingredients to really make dinner right yet. That honey's helping. Actually, that might be all the honey we need to get ready for tomorrow, because we got 2 others before. For desserts. Yep, that's all the honey we needed. So now we just need cocoa, which I can easily get. A quality of life feature. The same one I've said since day 1, give me a button to send a Pokemon to the professor directly from the capture screen rather than having to go into my Pokebox to send them to the professor. That's the one I want. I will die on that hill. I want that feature. I am upset that we still don't have it. I don't know how we don't have it yet. They watch these videos and live streams. We know that. And yet they still haven't given it to us because they hate us. And if they didn't hate us, they would give us a button to send a Pokemon directly to the professor from the catch screen. So, by not giving it to us, they're telling us exactly how they feel. They do. They do. I don't know what it is they do, but they do. They do. We already figured that out years ago. Remember all those times we would talk about stuff that we wanted and then it would magically happen a couple months later? I believe you were the one that first suggested that they must watch these. Have you forgotten? Nap Island. That's cool. Where is my salamence? There it is. No, I don't think you were. I think you were being honest. I think that was an accurate statement at the time, I believe. I was there when they were written. Let's see. I don't think anyone believes that. Maybe you do. Still need more milk. I was trying to see if I was able to get Blastoise off the team, but no. We still need more milk to get ready for tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna make dinner yet. As much as I wanted to make dinner while everybody was here, I don't think I'm going to. But let me show you my ultimate sleeper team since we talked about it. Not the overnight team. Yes, it is the overnight team. Is it the overnight team? It is. I had Blastoise on there because I had to for milk. So we got Dream Shard, Research XP. Hey, nice party. Of course, doesn't have any of them. Research and Dream Shard, Research. That one would have Dream Shard if I got it to level 70, but that's a long way to go. And honestly, not the worst. Not the worst one to level up, but that's a long way to get both of them. So nope, I'm all right. And then Research. So we got 4 Research. Oh no, I gotta get to level 25 before I get that 4th one. Silly me. Also, don't have the Pommy Candies to do that, so that's also more fun. How far can we even get you? Level 16. Yikes. Yeah. I do believe, however, that I don't need to get Cocoa right now. I think we can actually... Yep, you get some Cocoa, but you'll also have that ingredient magnet. You have Dream Shard bonus, which is good. Yeah. Oh, you better get on it. The day's almost over. Speaking of, the month is almost over too, so if you need to buy anything from the shop, here's your reminder, just in case I don't see you before the month ends. So, this is the ultimate sleeper team. I could probably make a better one with some of the stuff that I've caught now, but let me see. It's actually been a while since I've really checked. So we want sub-skills. We want Dream Shard and Research XP, and we want to make sure they have them unlocked if possible. Unfortunately, we can't select only Pokemon that have both. Yo, J-Mag, what's up? Yep, Dream Shard. We got to go through each individual Pokemon and figure it out. Dream Shard. You definitely don't have both. Dream Shard. I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty good because that Sleep XP, it's going to come in real handy as we've been talking about how our XP gains have stalled lately. Also, Dream Shard. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything is gonna have both, sadly. Felt that, J-Mag. I mean, honestly, getting the Dream Shards would be really nice tonight. Research XP, there we go. Yikes, that's rough. Yep, nothing is gonna have both. You had to do it, didn't you? Hey, you'll get there tomorrow. 350k ain't nothing. Pumpkaboo, nope. Dream Shard. yeah, the Palmy has it. It just, we don't have the candies to unlock it yet. So yeah, this is unfortunately the best we can do. 3 Dream Shard bonus and 3 Research XP bonus. So I mean, at least they're even. I wish we could get more. And honestly, if I'm gonna run this team overnight, I would probably swap out and get the Dream Shard bonus on there, because that is significantly more Dream Shards this time around. So we might just do that, which would mean taking these last 2 off the team and putting on a Dream Shard bonus Pokemon. Might do that. Just might do that. Yeah, we do that. That's what we do. Dream Shard bonus. Where you at? There you are. Only if it's unlocked. Oh, you can search using and. That's really nice. I need to do that then. Let's get some XP on you, actually. Because we might be using you soon. And then Dream Shard bonus. Boop. Is there anything I want to get XP on? Rufflet. Rufflet wouldn't be bad to catch some XP on. XP gains down. Yikes. Big yikes. But there's a mint candidate right there. Potentially. Actually, I don't know. Naughty might not be that bad. Naughty might actually be slightly better than neutral on Entei. Chimchar. I don't see Chimchar on this list. Yeah, on Entei. Could be good, but I feel like the speed of help probably outperforms the main skill chance down. Oh. Especially once we get skill trigger M. I mean, honestly, a legendary is a solid mint candidate just because of how difficult it is to find a good one. To find one at all, let alone a good one. So, perhaps this is our good mint candidate. Maybe this is the one we finally use one on. But at the same time, it is S39, which is just awful. Just awful. And honestly, I feel like it's been so long. We need to check something. We need to check a thing. Oh, hold on. Why am I not logged in? That's weird. Okay, we're logged in. No wonder everything looked so weird earlier. That would be cool. It is getting a collab with, I forget who, but we are getting the Captain's Hat Pikachu for it. Oh yeah, why did I do that? I meant to load from the box. Let's see, Entei, which one are you? You're the Dream Shard bonus. Entei, that's the one. Calculate. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But we also didn't give it the help it needed. And the main sub-skill rework actually probably helped quite a bit. To be honest with you. Probably helped quite a bit. What happened? But I still don't think it's going to save it. I don't think it's going to save it from the mediocrity. No, it does make it better. A lot better than it was. But not good enough. Not good enough. Line go up, but line not go up enough. But line go up. See? Oh, wrong way. They go down, then go up. But not up enough. Not enough. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. And honestly, might be the best we get for a long time. For a very, very long time. Let's see, let's just call it level 50. That seems to be a solid breaking point. 2.8 versus 3.7. If we make this a neutral nature, does that make it any better at level 50? Wow, it actually makes the rating a lot better, but is it actually better? We were at 2.8. I mean, technically better. Technically better. 2.95 versus 2.8. Technically better. So there's that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Definitely got off in the weeds on that one. That was a tangent I did not intend to go on. You, actually, I wouldn't mind getting some XP on you. You are quite good, and we do need to get our steel pot expander finally. Yeah, no, definitely not worth. Yeah, honestly, that's the only one. No, the rufflet. The rufflet's probably the better one to get the XP on. So that'll be the team I use overnight, just to get the extra dream shards. Honestly, I'm thinking about swapping you out for the Magnemite, but no, I like that research XP bonus. I want it. Yeah, let's keep it that way. And then we might set up our, what's the word? Our water berry bomb, that's the one. Might set up our water berry bomb for Cyan Beach in a couple weeks, because getting 2 weeks of berry bomb built up, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. For now, I think we're set. I think we're set. I think the berry bomb is going to be the only way we make a decent amount of gains on Cyan Beach that at least the first week, maybe the first couple of weeks, you know? Dedenne still not giving us what we need. Still not giving us what we need. Oh, also, I will say, we've gotten a lot of skill triggers from Latias, the 9 yesterday, the 8 today so far, and it has been keeping everybody's energy above 100. Granted, not at 150 like Palmot would do, but still above 100. And that's all that matters, because between 100 and 150, it's the same speed anyway. Or really, between 80 and 150, it's the same speed anyway. So as long as it's above 80, I really don't care. The biggest berry bomb I've ever done was probably the last time we did a water berry bomb. I don't remember the numbers that we got to, but I think it was like 600 berries, something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while. I know that eventually the sleep log will get around to that week, which there is a new sleep log coming out tomorrow, so we'll have that as well. For everybody that wants to catch up on all the old stuff, all the sleep logs are there to make it easy. A full week in one video. Very nice to just turn on and go to sleep to. You know, it's what we do. It's the name of the game. But yeah, that was probably the biggest one. I am unfortunately going to have to put off dinner. I'm gonna have to make that before I go to bed. I mean, debatable, but hell yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. But anyway, that is where I'm gonna wrap it up before things get a lot worse for me. But we will catch up next time, and I will let you know exactly how things went. I'm hoping we get this extra tasty. If we do, it would be nice if it puts us to Master 17, but almost certainly not going to. And I don't think I'm going to waste the tails unless I have 80+% odds of extra tasty. You know? So I don't think we're gonna do that. The hell yeah was for the video. Hell yeah. My friends list berries? What you mean? The community, the research community? We did that earlier. We only had 4. But, you know, I check it more often throughout the day, so that's not surprising. The candies, friendless candies, yeah. But, yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up before things get worse for me so that I can still talk tomorrow. Because, you know, I also have a job where I have to talk all day, you know, can't get a break. Can't catch a break. So I got to make sure that these babies stay healthy so that we can continue to do these. Because I don't want to have to go back to not doing these and not hanging out with you guys. But I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We will catch up next time. In the meantime, y'all have a great evening, day, night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. And until next time, later, dudes. Also, don't forget to check out the Discord. And hit that like, follow, and/or subscribe button, whichever is appropriate for you.